Hey guys! Okay, so I am currently at my house. I just did my makeup. I'm about to head over to my co-working space, but I thought let me turn the camera on and take you guys with me a little bit throughout my day. So yesterday I went to a networking event in Boston. Great event with different business owners, or just women who were just career women, because not everyone had a business, which is cool. But I'm trying to challenge myself to just go out and be more social, and well, not even more, yeah, more social, and just network more and get beyond social media. Sometimes it's just so easy to just be behind our screen all the time and just be sending emails. But I wanted to challenge myself to I don't even want to tell you what I was challenging myself to, because then I'm gonna be like, I'm putting it out in the world. Should I put it out there, or should I keep it in my head? Okay, at first I said one networking event a week, but that might be a lot. So maybe I'll just do 2 networking events a month, but maybe the ultimate goal is 1 a week. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, yesterday was the first time that I went. So yesterday was like the first event that I went to get started and just getting myself out of my comfort zone and meeting people in real life. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about my experience as I get ready to go. I will be right back to tell you guys more all about the event, what I learned, what I loved, and yeah, stay tuned. I recorded this video twice thinking that like my bra strap was showing on this side, so then I pulled it down, right? And then I rewatched the video and noticed that it's still there. So don't mind this. Let's just put it down for now. Let's just pretend that you didn't see it and it's just my shoulders. Y'all know I love off the shoulder shirts. All right, back to the real thing.
I finally made it to my co-working space.
But yeah, just sent out a bunch of emails to follow up with the women that I did connect with last night. I was able to get their business cards, and so I just want to make sure that I followed up with them. And my mentor is challenging me to send 10 emails to people a day, which can be a lot, you know, but you have to get into the habit of doing things you don't want to do in order to be successful. That's what I'm realizing. You know, there was times where I didn't want to go to the gym, right? But I still had to go to the gym. And at that moment, I'm not happy that I have to go to the gym, but afterwards I feel good. I'm like, oh, I'm glad when I start seeing that my stomach fat's going down or whatever. Summer's coming. No, but it's the same thing in our business. You know, we might not want to send the emails. You might not want to go to the networking events, but you have to push yourself out of the comfort zone in order to get to where you want to go. A few networking tips. When I was at the event, I realized that a lot of people had downloaded the LinkedIn app, and somebody showed me a way for you to turn on a certain feature where if somebody else who has a LinkedIn app has it turned on, you can just see everyone in the room who's on LinkedIn, what's their position, and who are their connections. And it's great to just be able to see everybody's information in the room. So now you could network strategically and be like, okay, figure out, is this person the person that I want to talk to? What industry are they in? Could they potentially be a client? Or, you know, maybe you're going there looking for friends. It's just a cool way to connect with others. And so I personally didn't have the LinkedIn app, but I might have to download it, especially if I plan on going to different networking events. Well, networking events more often. Oh, there was another woman I met named Lori who was sitting at the bar, and she said that's a strategy that she uses actually when she goes to networking events that have a bar. She actually sits at the bar purposefully because people have to come over to grab a drink, and that's kind of a way for her to start a conversation. So now when people are around her, it looks like she's powerful because she's sitting down and people are talking with her, and she's just more comfortable sitting down. And it did seem like people were just going to her, and she was just able to make that group connection. And other people looking over, it's just like, oh, you want to be a part of that group as well, because it looks like they're having a good time. You're like, let me introduce myself. So I thought that was also a good strategy that I took away. So like, not just talking to the people that you think would be a potential client of yours, because somebody else told me that it's not just about that one person that could be a client. Like, you don't want to talk to this person because they're not a potential client, but you don't know that person knows other people, right? They might be able to connect you to somebody that would need your services. So I think it's important not to just scan the room of certain people that you believe could be, you know, your target audience, your target market, because you could be missing out on other opportunities. Every person knows somebody else and they know somebody else. So it's just good to just make the connection and to just still introduce yourself, even if they might not be your ideal person that you're working with. You never know. They might be able to introduce you, still make that connection. They could be a good referral for you. Lastly, I know I said I wasn't gonna give you any more tips, but also You don't. There was a lot of room. There was a lot of women in the room, like 80 something women. And so at first it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Like you have to talk to so many women. But one of the women that was there at the event, she was a business coach. Her name was Hanukkah. She actually said that she actually told me not to get overwhelmed, and I don't have to talk to every woman in the room. I could just talk to, my goal should just be to make 2 to 3 connections, and that's it. That way you're not overwhelmed. That way you're not losing your voice, but that way you just don't feel rushed in conversation as well, because you want to be able to make meaningful connections. Giving yourself a goal and an intention when you walk into the room. Which hat do you want to wear? If you have multiple brands, do you want to wear that? I knew personally, since it was like a business type event, that my hat was mostly going to be the Latham Agency, which is we do design and social media implementation for busy business owners. So that was my opening line, and that is what I was sticking to. Even though I do have the personal finance brand Young Yet Wise, I might have brung it up sometimes if I felt like it fit the conversation, but most of the times I was going in with the agency owner hat, because that is what I'm currently focusing on, my main focus at the moment. Maybe I should do a quick summary for you guys. Okay, so pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, going to networking events, sitting at the bar, downloading the LinkedIn app, talking to people, even if they might not necessarily be your target customer or audience member, because they might know someone and be able to refer you. And lastly, giving yourself an intention and a goal of, before you go to the networking event, what hat are you going to wear, and how many connections do you want to make? Tips on, business, entrepreneurship, and inspiration. Make sure you guys head over to CandiceLatham.com. And I have a free download for you available. I'm going to leave the free download below on the 7 questions to ask yourself before posting to social media. And I know you guys are going to love that. So go download. Bye, guys.